But no. Okay, so 2024. All right, next segment here, our last segment. What are you most looking forward to in 2024? Tech wise, trip wise, event wise.
Well, I don't know. I mean, event-wise, there's the eclipse, and then there's our trip to California.
Right. Yep. I got all my time requested off for this summer.
That's good.
I got April. I got June, and then I got August and July. I could have taken
August and July.
Yeah, I got a wedding, so I had to make sure I got the 13th off. And then we could have gone to we could have gone to NSP this year.
We could have.
Yeah, well. If I wanted to be a dick to the new full timer, because she's taking her lockout that week, but I mean, I theoretically could have just been like, I know I want this off. I wouldn't go for the whole week, but that's always the issue, right? It's already too late to find hotels probably for NSP.
No, people camp there.
Yeah, but some people go back to the hotels.
I'd want to camp.
Oh, well then it's too late to camp.
I know. Well, I didn't think we were planning on doing it.
No.
I'm just saying if I'd go there, I'd want to camp. You know, if you're going to spend a week there or even a couple days, that'd be a good opportunity to at least sleep under the stars like you always wanted.
I've slept under the stars.
I haven't.
Oh.
Well, no, not without like a tent or something.
I've done it with a tent.
No, without a tent.
Oh, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. You know, we did that time that we camped outside at my parents' house.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it without a tent. I mean, you can. And the only thing without a tent is just the freaking mosquitoes. But I think if there's a nice breeze, it'll be all right. I would think. I would still probably want to get a thermocell, I think. But most people don't even. The thing about NSP is most people stay up the entire night and then sleep during the day.
Yeah, that's usually how astronomers do it.
So it'd be, we would be the weirdos.
I'd want to play at least one all-nighter.
Oh.
That's your chance to see the Gegenschein.
Oh, yeah. But, well, anyways. So you're looking forward, but, like, any technological innovations?
That reminds me, in February, we need to start looking for days to go out, because it'll happen. It happens in the spring around evening time.
But anyways, are you... Is it in the west or the east? 'Cause it's in the east. We're not gonna be able to see it.
I don't know what part of the sky. All I know is no, it's on the opposite. It's on the side.
So it's gonna be in the east. Yeah.
It's where sun rises in the east. It's on the west.
Why would
the Gegenschein is the opposite side of where the sun is.
But that's only when the sun's rising, though.
What?
That's when the sun's rising. It would be in the west.
No, it's always on the opposite. It's called the countershine. It's on the opposite side of the sun.
So yeah, the sun sets in the west. Therefore, it's going to be in the east.
No, but that's the Gegenschein. That's a bright spot. The zodiacal light is on the side of the sun.
Oh.
Because it's the dust that's being shined by the sun.
Ah.
The Gegenschein is a reflection off the atmosphere from the opposite side of the sun.
I thought that was what's the green light then?
That's all part of the zodiacal band.
Oh. Oh, the zodiacal light.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. Point is.
So there's a zodiacal light, and then there's a band.
Okay.
And then there's a bright
spot. Technology-wise, as you don't pay attention as much as I do.
I don't really care about new upcoming tech because it's stuff I'll probably never buy for 20 years.
20 years? Sir, it'll be e-waste in 20 years.
So I'm saying, all these new iPhones, Android... I mean, I won't be needing a phone for several years, so I don't really have any intent... I don't really have any... I mean, I want there to be improvements. That way, the next phone will be way, way nicer.
But I'm not necessarily talking about phones. I'm talking more like, electric cars. See their improvements. I don't think... Here's my problem with electric cars right now. I don't think we're going to see any battery improvements. They're all these incremental... No,
I told you that. You've never listened to me when I told you everything's always 5... It's a joke in the battery world. Everything's 5 years away. They've been talking about lithium being put in planes since the turn of the century. It's a thing that's it's an unfortunate truth of the battery technology.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. We don't know. We have no idea. There very well could be the jump this year or next year. You don't know.
No, but what I'm telling you is it'll be a long time before it hits the public. They make discoveries. They make these discoveries all the time.
I'm not talking discoveries. I'm talking because we know solid state has been a technology for years now.
But it becoming public wide is 5 years away. Always. It's just the joke.
Well, yeah.
It's never going to go into mass production.
That's why I wasn't talking
that.
about specific. They're always incremental updates, but I'm talking more like I think we're going to see. I think the big thing because this year alone, so last year we saw AI. That's the big thing. It's going to be this I was talking. I was watching this video. It's an accelerator.
Sure they'll release a new GPT 4 Plus or whatever, 4.5.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's already out.
4.5 or 4?
4.
Well, that's insane. 4.5.
Oh.
Because didn't they have 3.5 before 4? Because I thought they had 3, then they had an update one with 3.5, and then they had their 4.
What's funny is a lot of people are saying GPT-4 is worse than 3.
I've heard the complete opposite.
I heard it's worse for certain things.
That could be, but I've heard the complete opposite. I've heard the 4 can actually be put in top 10 percentile of SAT questions.
Oh, SAT question. No, but I'm talking for what people really use it for.
Oh,
which is writing essays and crap. It got worse.
Oh.
That kind of stuff.
I haven't heard any of that.
Also, SAT, I mean, as long as it doesn't, do false information, it should be able to do that. But no, the big thing, it was multimodal AI. Basically combining ChatGPT.
Wait, essay and writing. Because see, the other thing, I don't know, do you know who Jordan Peterson is?
No.
Okay, well, he's this psychologist, but he wrote a book. What was it? 12 Steps for Success or something like that. And then he asked ChatGPT to write him a 13th chapter. Because he didn't make a 13. He just made 12. He's like, these are the things you need to do, right? And then he asked it, why not? Let's see. If I were to come up with a 13th chapter, what would it be? And he asked it, and it gave him one. And its style of writing was completely identical to his. He said he was fooled by this. Just reading this, he said, this looks like something I would have written. He would it did
4 or 3?
4.
4. Okay.
4.
No, I'm not saying that. No, it was in Safety Third. You'd have to watch the episode of Safety Third when they talk about this. But it was just whatever they were doing with whatever these people were doing with ChatGPT. Actually, it might not even been them. It might have been this other YouTuber I watch. But she was saying though, certain ChatGPT 4 has vastly improved in certain areas, but it's gotten worse in others.
Could be
marginally worse. Unless you're looking for it, you probably wouldn't notice it. But other than certain things where it's still bad. But the thing is, what Marques Brownlee was talking about was multimodal AI. The idea that now these language models are going to be combined with image generators.
Yes.
Which they've already done.
Yeah, I do know a little bit about this, yeah.
So now, think about it, we're getting to the point where they might start doing video.
No. I talked to a friend, so I have a friend that's really into AI. The thing about video is frame rate, right? So it becomes a math question of how many pixels can you change before you actually notice a change, right? Because that's the thing. An AI could change a pixel, and to him, it's a completely different new image. But to your eye, you won't even notice a pixel change. And frame rate too. It has to know, I need to keep 20 of the same image, or 24, whatever, before making a new change. And how big of a change can I make before the human eye is because we had to implement motion blur into 4K video just to make you not get like sickness. An AI would have to know all that because it no longer can have a self-replicator be analyzing the image and be like, oh no, we can't. This is it's a whole like make an image of a cat and then analyze, is this a cat or not a cat, right?
Right.
It can't do that with a video as easily because it's going to analyze it way better than a human eye could. It needs a human eye to look at it and be like, no, that's not a video. Or, yes, that is a video. Like, even something as simple as, say, a soccer ball moving across the screen, right? Really, it's just different locations. And then you can adjust the speed by making it appear further and further. It has to know how much further, and that's just for a soccer ball. And then you have to have a person analyze that and be like, no, that's too fast or whatever. Or you need to put some motion blur because or something because it looks choppy or something. And so I was talking to him about this. He said, yeah, video is going to be a long, long time.
See, everybody says a long, long time, but we also thought that putting ChatGPT in image generation was going to... We thought something like ChatGPT was a long ways away, and then it showed up one day.
But when you think about it, though, images are way simpler than a video.
I know. I agree with you. I think it'll be some time, but I don't think it'll be as long as you think. Because here's the thing. It's during the battery tech. Battery tech, we're literally limited by the physical properties of the universe and how much we can actually do with that. ChatGPT is a limit of how fast can we make iterations. And AI is an accelerator. So we can accelerate how fast we can make those iterations and how fast it can improve. I think it'll happen before you know it. Because there's going to be the concept of the singularity?
With AI?
Yeah.
No.
That's the point where it starts to accelerate faster than we can understand what it's doing.
We already don't know how AI works.
Well, some people think that's what...
We already cannot predict
there's two ideas
how it'll work.
There's two ideas. There was either one where it was A, better than humans in all aspects, or B, it was that one. When it can do things that we don't understand how it works.
The people who made it literally don't understand how it does it. We don't understand how it predicts, how it makes prediction, how it comes across its conclusions.
Well, that's scary.
we don't know how it comes to its conclusions.
Fun. Well, anyways, multimodal AI is going to be the next big thing. Like, where are they going to start implementing ChatGPT? There was one... Google had a demo.
Everywhere they can.
Where the next one... I think the next step is actually going to be its ability to identify objects in video. Not necessarily making video, but that'll be the next thing we're going to implement to these language models. Its ability to identify photos. Because Google did a demo and everybody realized it was fake. Because it was doing things that what? Its AI can do that already? No, it was all edited and fake. Mm-hmm. And Google even said it was fake. But it was just that fact that they didn't present it that way until the very end. And it kind of pissed people off. Like, what? What do you can't do that. Well, anyways, so the multimodal AI, and then just its ability to identify things. I was trying to use it yesterday. Google's photo identifier, because we were doing trivia, and it was screenshots from TV shows. Mm-hmm. None of us knew what the hell this screenshot was. We all given up. They were all freaking drunk by this point. But we were sitting at the table, and I pull out my phone. You try and use reverse image search, and it couldn't figure out that it was Ted Laszlo. Which apparently it was. Which none of us had seen Ted Laszlo, so. So we were just like, whatever. It kept looking at the jacket. I guess it couldn't pick out the face well enough. And so it just kept showing people with the same jacket. And I'm just like, nope, not working. But, oh my god, it surprised me yesterday. So there was a section where it was identify the song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they already have Shazam.
Yeah. But this, I've never seen it work this well.
What do you mean?
It was fast.
Well, there are It depends on the song. Shazam will do that. There are some songs I click the button and it just knows. Like I barely even tap it and it just knows. And there's other times where I click on it and it's just like it takes forever.
What? No. Well, here's the thing though. It was noisy. Like the table, there was noise everywhere. It was super noisy. The people at the table were talking, and then their audio system was having problems where it was choppy. It was just like it'd be like that was the song. A human could not identify what the fuck the song was. Like you could kind of make out the melody a little bit, but it was just unidentifiable, just nonsense. Google picked it up like that, and it was fucking right. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
I could not believe it. So, like, we were just zipping through the songs using Google to identify them. It was insane. But, no, the frickin' we got... I don't know. This was the, what was it? The trivia just sucked. It was just nonsensical.
What do you mean?
It was mostly pop culture.
That's usually how trivia goes.
Which was the worst. I'm like,
That's
this is
usually how
fucking
trivia-
useless.
That's usually how trivia is.
It was like, how tall is a Smurf? And what fruit?
That's usually how trivia
I was like,
is.
well, which I knew was either apples or plums. It was apples. Despite the fact that when you watch them in the movies, they're the size of plums. But anyways, that's why I was just like, oh, probably like 3 plums. And he said 3 apples. And I'm like, I think that's like the original lore.
That's usually how those things go.
And then they even had a question.
It's not too often where you get science questions on trivia, just because it's... I feel like there's a point where it's like, it's a bunch of stuff where people either already know, and there's a fine line between the general population knowing it and not knowing it. You know, asking like, what temperature water boiler, right? That's probably a very simple one. Everyone knows that, right? 212 Fahrenheit.
Is it okay? I don't know in Fahrenheit.
You didn't? How do you? What?
I don't freaking use Fahrenheit for that crap.
Yeah, but that's like one of the things they drill into your head in elementary school.
Yeah, and then I dumped it when I got to physics in high school because everything was in Celsius.
What?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about?
Do you know what temperature water freezes?
32. That's the only that's you know that's a temperature you work with all the time here in Nebraska.
Yeah, but no, boiling in Fahrenheit is 212.
What? Anyways, but no. So they also there was a question where they asked. Well, it was a Smurf question. So it was like 3 parts. How tall is a Smurf? Oh, what was Papa Smurf supposed to look like? And I kind of and then when he read the answer, I went, "Oh yeah, it was Karl Marx. Papa Smurf looks like Karl Marx. He wears red, has a white beard." Mm-hmm. I was like, "Oh yeah, Karl Marx. Yep, I forgot about that." But then the one question was, what did Gilgamesh? I think that was the guy's name. Gargamel, that was his fucking name. What did Gargamel, the bad guy in the Smurfs, what did he want to use the Smurfs for? What did J.K. Rowling steal? And it was the thing. And so basically, the big clue was, what did J.K. Rowling use for? Because nobody knows anything about Smurf lore.
Yeah.
But the clue was, J.K. Rowling stole it. Mm-hmm. It's the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
But the question was, are they doing Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
Because the real name is Philosopher's Stone. Sorcerer's Stone's completely made up bullshit.
Yeah.
It means literally nothing. Mm-hmm. But Philosopher's Stone was an actual thing, not an actual thing, but was something people worked towards.
Yeah.
In alchemy. And so...
Newton was an alchemist.
Doesn't surprise me.
Do you know that?
It doesn't surprise me, but no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was an alchemist. He also was a very strange professor. Students, he rarely gave... He didn't like answering questions in class, and students didn't like... Because hardly he'd talk about his own stuff, his own things that he was curious about.
Right.
And that didn't really that wasn't really of any use to people taking the class. And so he'd spend most of his time just talking to the walls.
Oh.
He'd walk into the lecture hall. It'd be empty, and he'd just start talking to the walls.
Are we sure he wasn't a little insane?
Oh, yeah, he was definitely insane.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, not like clinically insane, but like...
No, I'm talking clinically insane.
Oh, that I don't know. I do know he never married.
Well, that's becoming more and more common, unfortunately.
Yeah, not in the 1600s.
Well, yeah, but like now, so it's like it's not weird by today's standards.
No.
I mean, it is, but is it weird?
It's weird by his standard, by his time period standard.
Yeah. But we had a president who never married.
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, I thought he was thought to be gay, but apparently when you look up what president was thought to be gay, it's not him. I think it was Tyler. I think it was whoever the shortest president was. I think I think
it's William Harrison. No. Was it Monroe?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't.
It was Monroe.
Type in shortest president.
I'm pretty sure it's Monroe.
Just type in shortest president. There you go.
Madison. It was Madison.
James Madison. Oh, he's only 5'4". Hey, look at that. That's
Harrison. I thought his name
Benjamin
was,
Harrison.
Like, click on that. I thought his name was William Harrison.
Well, yeah, William is another name for Benjamin.
What? William is a name for Benjamin.
Oh no, here's William Henry Harrison.
Yeah.
We have two Harrisons.
Okay, so he was short. He just wasn't the
23rd
shortest.
president of the United States, Benjamin Harrison. Van Buren, what a worthless freaking president.
He was he's the only president whose first language is not English.
Benjamin?
No.
Oh, Van Buren.
Van Buren.
Oh, is it French?
No, Dutch.
Dutch.
That is his native tongue.
Really, in 1837. Interesting. I figured most of the states were English by that point.
No, his native tongue is Dutch. He's the only president of some. There are many presidents who can speak multiple languages, but he's the only one whose first language is not English.
Can we talk about how freaking tall presidents are? Like,
yeah, they're
5'4" is the shortest one.
And then it jumps up. Then there's 2 at 5'6", and 3 at 5'7" We keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
What's interesting is that... So you want to know why presidents are so tall? So
because it's associated with assigned to power.
Well, that, and so back when they used to do debates, is that they need you need to tower over the crowd, and you need to be able to yell. Like, debates were, like, physically intensive, because you had to yell everything, and you yelled at your opponent. And, like, whoever basically could yell louder could hear you. Yeah. And so whoever could be seen over the crowds basically won the debates. Because everybody talks about how, like, the Donald Trump debate was kind of worthless, but, like, have you listened to the previous debates? There was no policy discussion. Interesting. There is a trend for presidents getting taller. Although I don't... Which makes sense. But we're probably reaching a flat line, I would assume. I can't imagine them getting much taller.
Yeah, Washington was a freaking giant of his time.
Yeah, I didn't realize... I saw him on here. Where was it?
He's 6'3". Or 6'1". Oh, I thought he was 6'3".
6'1.5".
I thought he was 6'3". Yeah, he was a giant of his time.
Well, it's also... Abe Lincoln was 6... He's only 6'4", but 6'4" would have been a giant back then.
Yeah.
Nowadays... Like, truth be told,
6'4".
though... Here's the thing, though, right? So one of my coworkers, he's 6'3". And... You know, he's tall, and you're like, okay, yo, sup. But then, like, I knew a coworker back at Menards who was 6'4". He says he was 6'4". But I'm like, I look at their proportions, especially at their legs and arms, and I go, no way, he's only 6'4". He had to be like 6'6". No way. The man's a giant. Compared to my coworker who's 6'3". And, like, I know he's 6'3", because I'm 6'1", and so, like, you know, I stand next to him, I'm like, yeah, you're definitely 6'3". But no way that coworker of mine back at Menards was only 6'4".
Oh, you think he was much taller?
I think he was taller. I think he just, said it to be whatever.
Yeah.
Because, like, brother's waist, like, his legs were, like, up to here on me. And I'm like, no way. No freaking way. Damn, dude was huge.
He was a gentleman that would always go shopping at Hy-Vee on Sundays. And I swear, he's like 7 foot. Because he's taller than all the freezer things. The freezer doors.
That has to be 7. That's at least 6'8".
All the freezer doors, like, he can see above the door. And I'm just like...
He's at least...
Because I've seen... Because you can't see above that.
No.
And that's 6 foot. So, and I bet he has there's at least another head worth.
He's at least 6'8".
And I have a feeling he's like 7 foot.
Does he have to duck for the doorways?
I didn't see him walk through doors.
Because doorways are 6'8".
Yeah, I know that. They're
I'm assuming
70 inches or whatever.
And the freezer doors are 80.
80 inches, yeah.
And I would bet that the freezers are probably the same way. They're probably about 80 inches tall.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I was like, 7 foot just sounded like a good number to jump to.
Well, yeah. I mean, he probably very well is 7 foot.
But I was just like, the dude's a freaking giant.
He'd pick you up and throw you.
He's very lean, though.
Mm.
Very lean. He is an older gent. I don't know if I can...
Oh, so he couldn't just grab you by the scruff of your neck and be like, hello, child!
Maybe. Well, his hands are probably long enough to do that.
Yeah, probably.
His fingers are probably definitely long enough to fully wrap around a neck, but I don't know.
I mean, just picture, hello, child.
But yeah, he was tall and very slender. Like, I don't know, 50s maybe. 40s.
Oh man,
He was middle age.
Big dude.
Yeah.
I mean, see, that's at that point, like, being tall is just, it's annoying.
Yeah.
I'd say I wouldn't want to be much taller than I am now. I wouldn't mind being like 6'2", but like an inch or so taller, just because sometimes you're just like, 1 more inch wouldn't be half bad. 1 or 2 more inches, but I wouldn't want to get much taller than that, because then you're just a giant. You know?
Yeah.
Right? But then also, like, your age starts to decrease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, was it John F. Kennedy must have been, no, he was 6'1".
Yeah.
A little shorter than that now. Oh, nope, you're not gonna, alright, that joke's just gonna, alright.
What?
He's a little shorter now.
He's shorter
John
now.
F. Kennedy.
What do you mean? He's shrinking the grave?
No, I'm making the joke that they took the top of his head off.
They did? Kennedy?
You've not seen the video of him being shot?
He lost his head?
Parts of it.
Oh, I guess I don't recall that.
You never seen the video?
Yeah, but I guess I don't recall his head being chopped off.
No. Like, it visibly took chunks of his skull off. I'm making the joke that he might be a little shorter, because it might have been just right on the top. I don't think it was, but you always watch the video. It's in shocking clarity. Type in JFK assassination. There we go. Oh, no. No. God damn you. Alright. I think... Yep, here we go. I understand. I wish to proceed. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is... Okay. I want to see the original. 2016.
This is the original.
No, there's the original. Then... Oh, there it is. I gotta watch up here, because this is where the real one is. And then, boom.
Yeah, but what's this, though? This looks just...
That's fake. It's The Watchmen, 2009.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, this is from a... I'll ever film. Oh, this is from the different angle. Right. We see Jackie Kennedy on the back of the car collecting bits of his skull. Anyways. No, it did graze the side. Never mind. I saw a JFK assassination meme yesterday. That's why it came to mind.
Oh, I was confused by what they were saying. I was thinking, like, what, he's shrinking the grave? What the hell are you talking about?
No, he grazed a little bit off the top of his head. Well, anyways, that's all I have to discuss, unless you have something else.
Nope.
Alrighty, well, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts back to every Friday, noon Central Time, and good night.